Electric Sheep, a $50 a month AI filmmaking platform, is letting independents do what once required entire studios. Editing, VFX, world building, all done by voice, not budget. AI isn't replacing filmmakers, it's replacing permission. For the first time in film history, creativity is outpacing capital. This isn't just software, it's the redistribution of creative power. Electric Sheep isn't a gimmick, it's the equalizer.
Before we dive in, make sure to follow the show and subscribe to our newsletter, AI in Film and Screen Ethics. That's where we break down every shift that matters in this new era of filmmaking.
It's a story about creative power and who finally gets to hold it. For decades, the film industry has operated on one unspoken rule: power belongs to those who can afford it. Studios controlled the tools, the budgets, the distribution, and even the definition of what quality looks like. Independent filmmakers could only watch from the sidelines, trying to stretch $50,000 budgets into $5 million dreams. But in 2025, something radical started to happen. A startup called Electric Sheep. Their idea was simple. What if you could talk to your editing software the same way you talk to your cinematographer? Make the lighting more dramatic. Replace the skyline with a thunderstorm. Turn this apartment into a 1950s diner. And the software, powered by models like Runway, Luma, Kling, Veo, and ChatGPT, would do it. Electric Sheep isn't just another AI editor. It's an agentic filmmaker, capable of taking text prompts and transforming raw footage into fully realized cinematic scenes.
If you're curious how to plug AI into your workflow without crossing ethical lines, download our Ethical AI in Filmmaking playbook. It's free and it's built exactly for filmmakers navigating this moment.
Costs, time, and the democratization wave.
To understand why this matters, you have to look at the economics. Traditional VFX for an indie film can devour $25,000 to $50,000 of a $100,000 budget. Complex animation can cost $2,000 to $5,000 per minute. Electric Sheep changes that math completely. A filmmaker using it for the indie feature High Wire reported 52% savings on their rotoscoping budget. Out of the film's total footage, 72% was processed automatically by the AI. The rest, the hardest shots, were finished traditionally. That kind of hybrid workflow doesn't just save money, it shifts who can compete. With Electric Sheep, that $50,000 post-production bill drops to $12,000 to $25,000. And pricing, a $5 monthly subscription plus AI credits. You even get 150 free credits to test it. Compare that to industry averages. AI-powered video production costs 50 cents to $30 per minute versus $1,000 to $50,000 the old way. It's not hard to see why independent filmmakers are paying attention.
Time, the invisible currency.
Then there's time, the invisible budget killer. Traditional rotoscoping, 8 hours per second of footage. Electric Sheep, 15 minutes. That's a 24 times speed increase. Their founders say a 3-second shot can be rotoscoped in under a minute. Post-production as a whole, up to 80% faster. One producer said they were amazed when the shots turned up halfway through the expected timeline. The result? The film High Wire didn't just finish early, it premiered at the Cannes Film Festival. An indie film made with AI tools on the same red carpet as studio-backed features. That's not just efficiency, that's equality.
The redistribution of power.
This is where it gets interesting. Electric Sheep doesn't only make filmmaking cheaper or faster, it makes it possible for people who were never allowed to play in that sandbox before. Shekhar Kapoor, director of Elizabeth, put it best. The cost of doing something on AI as opposed to a big budget film is so low, it allows someone with few resources to create a feature film. And that's the quiet revolution happening right now. For years, independent creators were forced to compromise. Fewer locations, limited VFX, smaller crews. But now, AI tools like Electric Sheep are letting them scale their ideas without scaling their budgets. Filmmakers can extend a scene, reimagine a location, or alter an actor's appearance across multiple shots, all through natural language. This isn't replacing creativity, it's replacing permission. A new creative class. The numbers tell the story. 68% of indie filmmakers now use AI for writing, up from 21% in 2022. 54% use it for storyboards, concept art, and production design. Pre-production timelines have dropped 40%. And as these tools evolve, they aren't eliminating artists, they're eliminating excuses. Because in 2025, the phrase, "I can't afford that shot," is starting to disappear. the paradox of progress. But every revolution brings its paradox. The democratization of filmmaking also means more films than ever before. Competition intensifies, the bar for originality rises, and studios, they're watching. Some will adopt the tech, others will buy the startups. The rest will double down on spectacle, trying to remind audiences that human storytelling still matters. The truth is, AI isn't taking Hollywood away from filmmakers. It's taking filmmaking away from Hollywood. A reflection. Electric Sheep represents more than cost savings or workflow improvements. It represents a shift in authorship, from institutions to individuals, from executives to artists, from the few to the many. And that shift will define the next decade of cinema. Because when anyone, anywhere, can make something that looks and feels like a studio film, the only thing left that matters is the story. If you believe that the power to tell stories shouldn't belong to the few, but to the fearless, hit follow. Because this isn't the future of filmmaking. It's the beginning of a new creative era.
So here's what to do next. Follow this show to stay ahead. Subscribe to our newsletter, AI in Film and Screen Ethics, where we unpack every industry shift, and grab your free copy of the Ethical AI in Filmmaking Playbook, your guide to protecting creativity in the age of machines. Because the future of film isn't waiting, and neither should you.